guys,
So,
welcome back to another episode of Zashokan Talks and my podcast. And I think it's episode 10 or 11. I'm not sure. But today
10
we'll be discussing about Haikyuu, and there's going to
hype,
be the final arc and a lot of manga stuff. So if you are
hype,
not
hype,
if you're not caught up about,
hype,
shut the fuck
hype.
up, Chris. If you,
Bruh,
if,
I completed the manga today, so I'm like,
yeah,
I.
interrupting my intro as usual, we got Chris. Introduce yourself.
What do you mean introduce yourself? They all know me.
Yeah.
All.
So
It doesn't matter if you are like the first one, like have come to the channel for the first time. You still know me.
yeah. So basically, Ray's just caught up with Haikyuu manga today, uh, because it's a
Finished, yeah.
yeah. I did this like ages ago. He's just doing it right now, which shows how much inferior he is compared to me. But anyway,
Yeah. He just wants to like do that mortal, like mere mortal comment, like he's got that Vegeta complex.
yeah. I do have a god complex, but anyway. So let's discuss about Haikyuu.
Vegeta complex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Basically, first of all, I want to change the name of Haikyuu to HypeQ. Okay, that is too much. But oh, but
Understandable.
yeah.
Understandable. It is weird.
Like man, bruh. Like okay, I was like okay when you were saying that like the ending of Haikyuu and basically the final arc like transcends everything that you have watched or read till now.
Yep.
I was like hesitant because I was like, I don't know what can beat like JoJo's Part 7 for me.
And also
And
especially because it's a sports series, it's not a battle shonen.
yeah, that too. Because I was like, okay, like I had like before Haikyuu, I have like never read a sports manga before, like never, like not even like you have read Slam Dunk, I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah.
before
Yeah,
Haikyuu.
okay, that's something.
Yeah, but for me, I have like not touched a sports manga in my life, and it was like the first time I was like, okay, I'm like hyped when I watched the anime. So I don't know how it will be when I read the manga because I don't even know didn't know like how the art style for Haikyuu is and all.
Yeah.
So I was like hesitant at first. So I started from the Inarizaki match. Since already saw it in season 4 part 2, so I was like okay, let's just compare it to the anime.
Yep.
So when I so yeah, so basically I started it and yeah, man, I think it was like a much like I could like do it on my own pace. So I think like I was like was able to like read more into what was like actually going on and on like the
Yeah.
philosophy and stuff.
Yep.
So I actually enjoyed it. I wouldn't say enjoyed more, but I guess I enjoyed the context more other than the match
Yeah.
for the Inarizaki match for reading the manga.
Yep.
Because in the anime, but yeah, in the anime, of course, we
And
see all the philosophies and stuff like all the Kita Shinsuke,
yep. Yep.
then Hinata's development and all those stuff, and of course we see that, but that eventually gets overshadowed, kind of overshadowed by the great hype moments in the match.
Yep.
Yeah, but in the manga, it is like we are like more able to more focus. I was like able to just focus on like what was actually the message it was like getting across. So I like liked it a lot more. Like it just basically enhanced the experience. I did not like it a lot more basically.
I think like the
Uh,
thing about the manga is because in the anime version they tend to like, how should I say, focus a lot more on the hype moments rather than everything else. In
yeah,
the
yeah,
manga, you don't have those particular focus on only hype moments, so everything feels like intense instead of just like, oh, there's just another set, or just like couple of 2 to 3 points. In the
yeah,
anime,
yeah,
all of them are lackluster. Like, you know the set is going to end in the next couple of episodes because they take like 20 minutes to do an exposition dump and everything. But
yeah,
like in the manga, you can take your own pace and read it well. And like, I I,
yeah,
I think I like the manga more because you can focus a lot more on the characters rather than the
yeah.
story.
That's because that is the main strength of Haikyuu basically.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, yeah. Actually, the we all see like I don't know like of course like the sports people are like more focused on the matches, and of course the matches are amazing.
yep.
I just want to play volleyball like after reading Haikyuu. I even took it in college. I even enlisted my name, but basically the COVID came around and yeah, nothing
Damn.
could be done. Yeah, that was so sad, man. Anyway, Yeah, so basically, I love Haikyuu because of the philosophy of all the characters from Tanaka to, of course, some not all the characters in Karasuno get explored as well.
Yep.
I don't think Sawamura Daichi gets explored as much as I wanted
Yeah,
to
yeah.
explore
I
him.
also agree. Because
Yeah, I think he's like a
character.
great character, and I think like if we have like a even like a one episode of focus on
Yeah,
him, like I think we had, but I don't think it was like in that like a deeper sense in the way that we had for Tsukishima
yep.
or even Yamaguchi actually.
Yeah, I agree.
That is like the one of the only complaints. And Sugawara as well, but I don't mind because he's like a comic character at this point.
Yeah, and like he's also like the spiritual backbone of the team, so
Yeah,
he
too.
gets the
That too.
job done when he's on the screen. So I really don't mind his characterization.
Yeah, I didn't like him. It's not all of them need to be like fleshed out, or
Yeah,
else it will be like another Naruto where they just keep on going through flashbacks and stuff. So
yeah,
yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind that at all.
yeah,
So yeah, okay. So going back to the Inarizaki match, right?
yep,
So the Inarizaki match was very different from all the other matches in the series in the sense that there was not a lot of emotion attached to it,
yeah.
in my opinion.
The only
Like take it,
match where we don't have a lot of emotions attached to it.
yeah, like how the Aoba Josai matches went.
Yep, yep,
From in the first match we had of course we explored Oikawa a lot more in
yeah,
season one, and again in season two we can explore him, and
yep,
so it was like a really amazing thing. We so got to see like Iwaizumi and Oikawa's chemistry, Kunimi, like Kageyama and Kunimi and everyone's they had a bad patch in middle
yeah,
school and everything.
yeah,
So yeah, we always had some sort of a emotional attachment, like even for obviously we have Nekoma, that is like the like the most it was like the most overshadowed or the most hyped thing for the series. Like we
yeah,
always wanted a match for Nekoma, and it finally happened
yep.
after the Inarizaki match. Okay, we'll talk about that later. That shit, okay. Holy shit. Okay, I need to control myself. Okay, so where was I? So yeah, so basically the Aoba Josai matches, the Shiratorizawa match as well.
Yeah,
Shiratorizawa match, I wouldn't say it was feelings. It was basically I don't really didn't like Ushiwaka that much, but after reading the manga, I think I like him a lot more.
I think like Ushijima's match was a lot more tense than most of the other matches because it was the first time they were in like that final competition, right? To enter the national stage,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like nobody really didn't expect them to make that far. So
yeah.
all of us also were like, will they win this match? Will they go to nationals and everything? So I think in that aspect it was more tense, but I think compared to Inazaraki, I don't know how.
Inarizaki.
Yeah. Compared to this,
Inarizaki.
I think Ushikawa's match had a bit more of an emotion attached to it. So,
Oikawa.
no, no. Uh, Compared to Ushikawa and like what is this called, Inarazaki?
Yeah, you mean Ushikawa's match had more emotional attachment.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mainly
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
like
Yeah,
Hinata's
yeah.
like,
Basically, yeah. So basically, the point I'm trying to make is like, yeah, the other matches in the before, like the Inarizaki match, had like different kind of motivations to it.
yep,
So basically, we were able to like focus more on the particular characters that had like
yeah,
emotions attached to them. So
yep,
basically, for Ushibaka's match, it was like Hinata and Ushijima and Kageyama, I guess,
yep,
and all the three of them, and the others were there, but basically the main focus was them.
yep,
For the Aoba Yosai match, we obviously know who that was. Yeah, Oikawa and Kageyama,
yeah,
most of the time. And for Nakoma's match, it was basically the whole team. I love all of
yep,
them. And for Inarizaki's match, I love how they did this thing where like they used that match to like flesh out all of the characters,
yeah.
like almost all of them, I guess. Not Sawamura. That's my complaint. But
I
yeah,
think it's the first match where they all come together as a proper team.
yeah. Like it was like they like took every episode to flesh out each and every one of the characters. Like first it was like Tanaka, right?
Yeah,
Tanaka. Then we went to Nishinoya's backstory and stuff.
yeah,
And then we went to we went a little bit on Asahi as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, Asahi. Then we have Yamaguchi. Obviously, in every match we have something with him, and then
yep,
we have like Tsukushima's stuff. Like I think like that is like the greatest strength of this match, like because it like took every episode to like focus on each and every one of the characters, and in the end like it like gave the best kind of a payoff with like Hinata's development and everyone getting surprised by him and stuff.
yep. And also, I think it's the most important match in setting up the final arc of the story
Holy
because
shit, man.
how
Fuck.
like uh, oh, that guy's name, but like that bystander who was like
Kika
who was
Shinsuke.
like telling no, not him. Like an old guy kind of guy. Like he told how
Oh,
like
okay,
uh,
okay, that guy. You mean that
yeah,
the beardo guy?
yeah. Like how he told that Kagayama is not the only one who can do those quick setups. Hinata finally saw another guy who's capable of doing it. Like all the
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
which was set up
yeah.
in
When
the
he saw
final
he
arc.
Miyatsumo doing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually really liked Miya Asume and Osamu, and
Yeah.
I actually thought that Miya Osamu will like not play volleyball after seeing his face. Like he did not have the same fire in his eyes as Atsumu, so I was like
True.
really happy when that happened. That he was like going for like a restaurant and stuff.
Yeah. I actually didn't expect him to do a restaurant thing. I expected him to more be like a salaryman kind of guy, but like,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. Basically, I kind of related to Osamu in a weird way. Okay, that this is like a really minor thing, but basically this is just basically how I operate. Like I just do what I'm doing. Like I'm studying engineering, obviously. Like uh, like I'm not like I don't want to study, or like I'm not like very passionate about it or anything. I'm just like doing my thing, but in the end like I just want to open a restaurant. like I really want to actually,
yeah,
like something related to food. So I just suddenly it like popped into my mind that okay, this is kind of relatable. So yeah.
yeah. I, I I think it's I think most of the Indian engineering students also feel the same way about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, obviously. I, damn. Yeah, so basically, so what do you think about Miya Atsumo? I want you to talk as well. I have talked too much.
I think I easily prefer him over Ushijima. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not even an
obviously.
argument.
Yeah,
Uh, but I still prefer Oikawa's personalities, like shitty,
I
sadistic person
yeah,
like Kageyama. I love it.
I don't think I like anyone more than Oikawa in terms of
Yeah,
antagonist. Like he
yeah,
was like really well. He had more time to fleshed out, and he's kind of the main antagonist in the series.
yeah.
Like
I
of
agree.
course, like the ending like justified that fact.
Yeah, man. I really wish they just showed that one match. It could have been the best way to end the series.
Nah, I think it was perfect. I don't think they needed to. I think the author. I was thinking that I'll be okay if this match doesn't happen right now. Maybe later if we get like you said, like we if we get a one shot or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Like what? Yeah, or maybe a movie. Who knows?
Dude, a movie with Oikawa as the antagonist, man.
Holy
Just
fuck, man!
imagine. It would be so much fun.
I Oikawa is easily like one of my 20 greatest, in my top 20 or easily. I think.
Yeah, same.
Like his philosophy is like amazing. Like I just like you can everyone can relate to him, man.
Yeah,
It is just it kind of influenced me more than like a lot of stuff that I've watched. Uh, yeah, I really like Oikawa basically.
I mean, it would make sense, right? He's the most human in our top 20 antagonist list
Yeah,
because everybody is
yeah,
either a
everyone is a
psychopath
genocidal
or
maniac. Like even
exactly.
our top 10 characters,
Yeah,
maybe I think. Yeah,
yeah. So like, so like, it would make sense that Oikawa would be the most relatable in
yeah, yeah.
this. Okay, so like overall, how would you rank Inarizaki match, like out of 10?
Oh, out of 10,
Yeah,
I wouldn't say a perfect 10. I want to give it a perfect 10, I guess, but I don't want to because I don't think like I think the other matches will just transcend everything like this match did. Like not everything. Like I think Nekoma match is like better than Inarizaki. Obviously it is better.
Yep.
But yeah, I would like give it like a 9. Like it depends.
Would you put it above Ushijima's match?
Yeah, easily.
Okay. Because I see a lot of people struggling between those two, which is
Nah, I wouldn't put it above Ushijima's match. I think Ushijima's match was only like really felt really hype and epic because of the visual representations. Like they were like really amazing,
yeah.
and the like anime did like a really good job to pulling it off. But I really
Yeah.
think like but I will still put Oikawa's matches. I don't know which one. Probably the second one like above Inarizaki's.
I mean, it's obvious,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the first one because I've
matches are-
seen it like a long time back. I would definitely put the second one.
yeah, same.
I have to like rewatch. I will like I told you that I will rewatch the Aoba Josei matches this
Yep.
weekend. Like I really want to. I just want to just see Oikawa again. This ending has just gotten me like so hyped about Haikyuu.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move on to Nekoma.
Okay, wait. Let's talk about Kita Shinsuke first. Because I
Yeah.
don't think like he had like the best monologues in Haikyuu, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I
Easily.
think it is like the best monologue. Like it had so much impact, man. For the
I think it's the best because it like provided characterization for both him and me and Atsumu. Right?
him, Miyatsuma, and everyone. I think it
Yeah.
provided characterization for the entire series. I think basically he like his speech and that guy's speech who like that Argentina's coach that gave the Argentina player that gave like Oikawa that like that speech. Those two speeches are like the pinnacle and like the theme of Haikyuu. Like Kita Shinsuke, yeah, I think like Kita Shinsuke just embodies what like Haikyuu is about, like his speech basically.
Yeah. Even though he's not like my favorite
Yeah,
character, but
he didn't
his
have that many, but yeah.
monologue expressions were
Yeah, I really like
yeah.
Kita Shinsuke's like thing and what he was like represented and what he was like used to like represent in the match. Everything from like the F starting to the last monologue before like the match hits the like after the match ends, right? Yeah. So I really want to like say I really want to like point out the points that he said. So basically he like he said that even if we like did like a regular and consistent be like if you are like consistent in the stuff that we do, like there are times when like we will like not know what our the end results will be and we might like still fail or something. Yeah, I really cannot like just say all the points out loud, but yeah, I really but I think I will like do a breakdown of that monologue, I guess, later. Let's see. I'm really
Yeah, I think it's the most relatable monologue
yeah,
as
yeah.
well. In the recent
Yeah, I wish like I had the whole speech in front of me right now, but I don't.
yeah, it would be great. Okay, so let's move on to
I'm
Nekoma's
not
match.
ready for this. Holy shit.
I was not expecting Nekoma's match to be that great. Like, oh my god,
Bruh.
the strategy and everything is it's just too
I
good.
think like I think you said that Kamomada's match was like better than Nekoma's, and I don't agree with that. I really think
I think it's more hype compared to Nekoma's, right?
yeah, but I think I'm the kind of person who like inclines more to the emotions. Like I really think
Okay,
like I don't
like
I like of course it was hype. Of course it was like Hinata jumped really high and all the stuff.
yeah,
But yeah, but man, I just get so emotional when I think about Nekama's match. It was just perfect, man. Like it was like the best end to like Nekoma versus Karasuno's arc, and like Ukai and like Nekoma the Sensei, right? Their arc and
yeah.
everything, like how
Nekoma.
like they said that this is their battle and this is their arc to like. Oh man, that is so perfect. Like where do I start? Like
It, it like it's crazy because if you talk about this to a random person on the street, they would be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you being hyped about a volleyball
But
match?"
I think
Right?
like the way that Nekoma's match and everything was foreshadowed was like very subtle, like not foreshadowed basically, but
Yeah,
like hyped up. Like we were like just started to like know like the relationship between the different characters, like how Kuro and like Tsukishima's chemistry as well, like Hinata's and Kenma's chemistry,
yeah,
and who else is there? Like Kai Nobuyuki and Nishonaya's like unspoken rivalry, like how they admire each other.
yeah. So, and also that ball guy from their side and Tanaka from our side, like both of them so funny.
Yamamoto and Tanaka. Like everything is
Yeah,
just
yeah,
perfect about this man. Holy
yeah.
shit, man. And the admiration for like all of them, like Kai Nobuyuki is just amazing. Like he didn't have anything like any dialogue or any, like he barely had any dialogue. I don't think he had any. But man,
Yep.
he's just like a player that doesn't need to be given any characterization, and he still stands out. I don't know. And like no, I think it is Morisuke. Yeah, Kai Nobuyuki and like Morisuke. Like Nobuyuki is like the spiker, I guess. And
Yeah, yeah,
Morisuke is like the libero. Morisuke and like Rishonoya's rivalry actually.
yeah.
I loved Morisuke, man. Man, that was so amazing. Just you put the ball up most of the time. I think he was the one like who took most of the receives. I don't know.
Yeah, I also agree.
I just saw keep on saying Morisuke, Nobuyuki. They just and yeah, I just wanted to talk about the not characterized guys first. So yeah,
Yeah,
moving on. Like I think like even though some people might have some issues with like Tsukishima's arc not being, no, I think like Tsukishima had like the best way to end his arc
yeah,
in like a basically his like character arc with Kuro and everyone. Like finally we got to see him like going against Kuro and all that.
I think like the best way to compare his arc is Todoroki from My Hero, right? Because at the season two, like we see his character shift and everything, but like afterwards, he's still a cool character, but like he's just there to like enhance the story a little bit.
Yeah,
I think that's the best way to describe Suki's character arc as well. Like even though it ended in season three, but like it still continues a little bit
yeah,
in
yeah,
the rest of the matches.
yeah,
Like he's not that prominent, but he's still there and he's still a cool blocker.
yeah. Yeah, he had some amazing moments even in the Kamometai match, like how he like
Yeah,
tossed it. Holy fuck, I was so hyped. I just
he's such a schemer, man.
yeah, I love that guy, man. Like, everyone can love a character like that, like
Yeah.
just how cruel, like just how he's like catch like one-liners and everything. Like it's just amazing. Don't go running
I
away
think
now.
I think his best was against Hoshimi because how
Hoshiumi,
Hoshimi
yeah,
was so
Hoshiumi. That's what I said.
yeah.
Hoshiumi was pissed off, man. Holy fuck.
His line was best one like thank you for shooting as I wanted
Yeah,
you to.
yeah.
It's so great.
He always has these epic moments, and I just, man, yeah,
Yeah.
he's a great character. Like
He
I
always knows how to piss off everyone.
yeah, I liked how his like Kuro and his like chemistry came to an end in that arc,
Yeah.
and yeah, like basically if Nekoma were like the main antagonist of the series and
Yep.
the main antagonist of the series, and like this was like the final match of Haikyuu, I would be satisfied actually. Like if they
Definitely.
were like the main antagonist, like if we had
Yeah, yeah.
like a good like go to and fro with them, I would be more than
Yeah.
satisfied if that happened. Like this was just amazing, man.
Yep.
And of course, like Kenma, man, Kenma had like the of course like before this match with that I don't know the name of the team that team that, and neither do you obviously. Like of course he had some characterization in that match, like in between in Irizaki's match, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that in that match. But man, like the way that he like pushed himself and like schemed all the things was just like, I think it was like the best strategy kind of game in the series. for
easily.
easily. Like I like the way that he like make everybody notice him. Like finally not even jumping, but yeah, like everyone listened to him, man. Like even with his like presence being not that great, and like
Yeah.
he was I think he had like the best thing going for him, and of course
And like the best thing about Haikyuu season 5 when it comes out is Kenma is being watched by Fikaji, so he's going to steal the show for that match. I can't wait.
what the fuck, seriously?
Yeah.
When did what was this always the case?
What?
He was always voiced by Yuki Kaji.
Yeah,
What the
you didn't know.
no, I didn't know.
He's been watched by Fikaji since season 1, man.
Bro, what the fuck? I did not realize. Are you serious? Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay, this will be even better. Okay, this just made me more hyped for like the Nekoma match. Holy fuck.
I think if they properly animate season 5, it's going to be more hype than AOT final season for me, I think, right now.
I think it will be hype if like all the episodes came out at once.
Yeah.
The thing with Haikyuu is like you cannot like watch one episode a week and be hyped for it. Like I guess you can like
Yeah,
be
true.
like okay, this animation moment was like really good, and like how it happened for Inarizaki match, right? Like that when that
Yeah.
Tanaka match came out, that animation was
Yep.
just fucking amazing, and like that was like one of the best matches in Haikyuu for like the anime. And yeah,
Easily.
and that's why like it got like so much praise and all that stuff. But yeah, I really don't think like it will happen. Like that is why like the Haikyuu doesn't get that kind of a popularity like when it is like coming out. Like
Yeah, yeah.
people,
Like most
yeah.
of them being
Yeah,
talked about.
like just how like I do not like read when I read Haikyuu like all these days, I did not like go. It was not like how I read One Piece. Like I read One Piece, like I just take out my phone, I read a chapter or something. Like if something pops up, then I keep it. When I read like Haikyuu, I was like just sitting in one place and like completing one set at least, and then like keeping it.
Yep.
That's how I like got
Yeah.
in the groove of like watching of like being like really into it. Because it doesn't work for me. I don't think it works for anyone to like watch one episode like and like wait for a week and then watch another episode.
Yeah, like I think that was the reason why I picked up the manga in the first place, because it was kind of infuriating waiting every week to watch like a single set
Yeah,
or like half set.
not even a half
So
set.
like
Like if sometimes it is like 2 points, 1 point.
yeah, that's ridiculous. So yeah, I also agree. I hope that season 5 will be a Netflix exclusive so that all the episodes can be watched
Will
at
that
the same
happen?
time.
I don't think that has ever happened for like.
There's a
I don't think that has ever happened for like a shonen anime.
I think yeah,
Yeah,
only like some slice of life
yeah.
kind of
I
match.
don't even know. But yeah, it is easily like the my second favorite match in the entire series.
What would you rank as the first?
Is that even a question, man? What the fuck is wrong with you? What like I don't think this is even a question, man. Like
I'm just
anyone who thinks that the final
I'm just
match is like not the greatest match in the entire series and greatest match in basically entire sports series in anime or anything or manga, like they are just dead wrong, man.
see like I would have called it cap if I hadn't watched any other sports anime or manga, but like although I've seen like many, I agree with with that statement, because I don't think anything can even compare to that final match.
Bro,
Like it's just
it
so
is like the pinnacle of perfection for bruh.
okay. So wait.
Yeah.
Before we
What
move
the
on to
fuck?
that match, let's just
Wait,
discuss the
we're
time
like
skip
time
and everything.
skipping before the time skip. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What else is there to talk about the Nekoma match? So basically, there was like a lot of emotion attached to the Nekoma match. That's why it was like so fucking amazing. Yeah, even I think even if there was not that much emotion attached, it would still be like really good. But because like man, I don't think I've like ever seen a match where the opposing team like against Karasuno were like this consistent with their like receives and stuff. Man, I was just so
Yeah, yeah.
fucking annoyed, man, and like in a good way. I was annoyed.
Wait, in that match, all the sets were like about
Yeah,
25
yeah.
points, right? All of them were
Only the
tied
last
with
last
like
one was like
a third.
21. Like they had like 21 points, I guess, and they were like 25. Yeah. So basically, it was like the most annoying fucking match in the whole series, but also like the most good kind of annoying match. Man, each and every
Yeah,
fucking spike was like being received by Morisuke or Nobuyuki or like Yamamoto. Mostly Morisuke because he's like really amazing. Yeah, Morisuke actually had some really amazing moments that had had even Nishinoya just like losing his mind. Yeah, so I was like really impressed by all that. Like even how, like also like even how like they didn't like flesh out the characters, but still like he like managed to like make them stand out with like pure skill.
yeah. I think Nekoma's match, like, it showed the most amount of
Yeah, yeah,
skill,
yeah, yeah.
aside from the
Exactly.
last match.
Yeah, like the last match was a lot of hype. This match was also hype, but in like a very different kind of way. Because the way that I like
Yeah,
prefer a match to be, because man, it was like so tenacious, man. It just I was just like like it was kind of like this feeling when you like see someone spike and you want them to score, but you also do not want them to score at all. So when
yeah, exactly.
so basically I was rooting for Nekoma the whole time, most of the time. I was like, I knew that they were going to lose, like the Carson was going to lose because I kind of had it was already foreshadowed that they will have like the match with Kamomedai, so I was like, okay, the Nekoma is going to lose definitely. But still, I was like rooting for Nekoma and stuff, and because every time like Carson spiked, I was like, please don't receive the ball. But I was like, okay, when the spike was like successful, I was like, okay, yes. But when they like received, I was like, fuck yes. like like when they saved the ball, I was like, man, that is like the best feeling when like you make them like how they like finally managed to like make us scared that much for a team other than like Karasuno. Karasuno.
Oh,
Yeah, Uikawa.
yeah,
What
yeah,
the fuck is
true.
wrong with but but yeah, I basically care the most about Nekoma than any other team in the entire series. Other than Karasuno, obviously. But yeah,
I would say the reason for that is because most of the teammates are not like assholes
yeah, they are
compared
all
to
friends, right? Because
like,
Kuro and like
yeah,
Daichi are like great friends. Yamamoto
yeah,
and Tanaga has like the best chemistry, and both of them had like a great moment. Like they both admired each other, and like they all both respected each other, and they were both enamored by each other as well. And that's what I really liked.
yeah,
Of course, Kenma and like Hinata's chemistry was like the best in the entire match, and I also really loved how Kageyama like finally like acknowledged him. Like that was like a great moment, man.
yeah.
Like how like he's like a great spike, great setter, and like he acknowledges someone who like has that much strategy and everything. Like I was like, okay,
And also Kageyama goes like to a different
yeah,
level
exactly,
in
exactly.
both those
Yeah,
matches.
Kageyama is
He just unleashes his
just I think
powers.
it is like the best Kageyama has performed in all the matches like before Nekoma.
Yep,
Yeah,
yeah,
it was amazing. Like all that open toss and stuff
yeah.
were like very big risks to take, but yeah, he's like a fucking monster, so who cares?
And, and I also think that that match is where they try most amount of
Yeah,
new
yeah,
strategies, right? Like uh, new jumping and like timing it with
yeah,
the spike and everything.
yeah,
So like, yeah,
yeah. Hinata finally managed to like nail that jump stuff. But yeah, as much as I care about that, I the best moment was like at the end when they lost and like everyone hugged.
yep.
Bruh,
Ah, that hits me in
bruh,
the feels, man. Like
bruh.
too
Oh
emotional.
my god.
I
I
was
cried.
just crying
I
when
def
that happened.
I cried mostly because like I had the OST playing in the background as well. So I was like, it like hit me like so fucking hard. Holy shit! Like Taichi like, just like going under the net, like hugging Kuro was just a moment, man.
And like I, I don't think I'll be able to
I will
completely
definitely cry. Like I
if
think
I
everyone
have
will
to
cry
watch
when that
that movie.
happens. This was like the best. Holy
Yeah,
fuck, man! I'm having chills right now just thinking about it. Like like, it is such an amazing
it's a
thing,
great
such an
send
amazing
off
thing
to
how
all
we
the
can be like this emotionally attached to something and like have like a great match. And this was like not even just emotionally; it was just great skill as well. Like it is like just like both
yes.
just jam packed in one. Like how we just read the manga, man. Like I don't even feel like I've read the manga. I just feel like I witnessed the match in the stadium or something. Holy,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
man.
feels unreal.
I just don't know like how like manga can like make me feel this way about a sports match that I supposedly thought that I can like never be able to like enjoy. But basically, it was like jam packed with both of the stuff, and like I really fucking enjoyed it. And like top two match in the entire series. The second match, the second best match.
Yeah, like, it's top three for me, but like yeah, I can definitely
Yeah,
see
I
top one
prioritize
is
feelings.
second.
I'm not like not a immortal robotic being like you who didn't even cry when Sasha died.
See, I'm not a
Basic
basic
bitch.
bitch, so
Fuck off.
that's the thing. Okay, so like let's continue to the next match, which I think is the most hypest match
Uh,
aside from the
I don't agree with that, but all right. But I liked it. Oh,
why.
what? No. I
What
said I
happened?
don't agree that it is like the hypest match. I think I was like, I think I was, uh,
I would because it's like the first time we see Hinata going toe to toe against someone
yeah,
who's
yeah. That is why I was like hyped as fuck. Like, of course, it was like amazing because of a lot of stuff. Yeah, okay,
yeah.
okay. I think I would like agree with the hype thing. Yeah. I think I agree. It was like not the best match, but yeah, it was like the most hype.
Yeah, like you see Hinata and Hoshimiya, and at the middle you see battle. Yeah,
Hoshiomi,
Hoshim, whatever,
Hoshimiya.
whatever. It's been ages since I
Fuck off, man. You're like
I don't know.
you're like confusing Hoshiomi with like Horimiya.
Yeah,
Like, are you serious?
I read like at least 70 manga or manhwa after that, so like I barely remember anything.
Manwa, yeah,
Yeah, so
Manwa.
like so yeah, basically I
And
think
they were all
that
trash.
panel hit me.
Yeah, and they were all trash. That
Shut
panel
up.
actually gets a call, and that panel gets a call back in like the final match. So
Yeah,
that was like a really epic moment. Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
I think like there
and
were
like
like
the
definitely a
thing
lot.
was the little giant also witnessing this and like
Yeah. The little
commenting his own thoughts.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which was nice.
Yeah. Now I remember why it was like the second hypest match in the series. Yeah, like we
Yeah,
had a lot of like stuff like going on because like the problem with not the problem, like basically I thought that they will like lose. Like I didn't know exactly that they will lose. Then I was like, okay, there are not enough chapters left. I think they're going to lose. Because I knew that the time skip is coming and like the time skip takes some. So I was like,
yeah.
okay, I guess there is not another set. So yeah, I think they're going to lose now. So so
And also the thing is, if they win, it wouldn't make sense to do a
yeah,
time skip then.
obviously. I think I was more than
So like it
satisfied
was
that they
quite
won,
obvious they went to lose.
that they were lost. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, like the thing that I like really liked about this match because it had like a lot to contribute to the story, basically. Like of
yeah,
course the Nekoma match was like a really great fan service kind of thing that like just like summed up the Nekoma versus Karasuno arc. But this match like had a lot of stuff going
yeah.
on, like how the most important thing is basically Hinata meeting the little giant. I don't even know his name, man.
And like
What is his
finally
name?
how his best
Yeah.
version should be.
What is his name?
I
Yeah,
also
I don't.
his
It was
name.
mentioned just once, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
once.
Basically, like how like finally he like meets the little giant and like sees that he has like not he's like not playing volleyball anymore. So he gets kind of like a
Yeah.
realization that like after watching him and after watching Hoshiomi, he kind of like when he says that
Uh,
I'm surprisingly not disappointed. I just finally feel like that Hinata has like grown a lot more and like he just understands like what he's
yeah.
supposed to do after the match ends and something like that. So like I was like, okay, this is like
Yeah.
something very subtle kind of character development, but yeah, that moment I think struck me like in a very weird kind. But yeah, it was one of the most significant like moments for
And
Hinata. Yeah.
yeah. And, and like I don't know why, but like that match reminded me a lot of like in Bleach Ichigo was just like it's like shallow.
That
What's that
holo.
thing like inside his mind? He has like yeah, his hollow thing, like how they
And
both fight with each other, like how Ichigo sees where he could be if he like actually
oh,
trained himself.
okay, that is like a
I
good
don't know why it
comparison
reminded me.
in a great way. Yeah, yeah, that is like a great good comparison. Damn, the high IQ stuff. Good work. Like yeah, I don't think anybody can think of that or like just stop the top all of a sudden. But yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I think the when you said that you're a god, it got cut out. But I think it's a
shut
good
the
thing because you know you're not a god. Even Anchor knows that you're not. You're just even Anchor hates you, hates your boasting. Man,
wow,
that I like that. Yeah.
wow. All the hierarchy settings in
Yeah,
Bleach.
yeah, yeah. Tell Anchor that, man. Anchor cut out your voice.
Yeah. Okay, okay. So like, how would you rate that match overall? Like, how would you rank it in like top
Okay,
five?
you did not ask me that for Nekoma. You did not ask that from me for
What?
Nekoma. So Nekoma, I would like give it a perfect 10.
No, no. Like, I'm asking until now overall all the matches, not including the main one. Like, how would you rank them? Hello,
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 hello, hello. Hello. Yeah.
hello.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
yeah, 9.
Hear me.
Yeah. Hey, go, go, go,
Yeah.
go.
So,
See.
how would you?
Yeah, say.
Hello. Yeah, like,
Okay.
how would you rank the matches
Top
overall
5.
until now?
Okay. So definitely Nekoma
Top
is
five.
on top. I have like zero doubts about that. So, so
Okay.
that is like including Kamameda, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Nekoma is on top, like
Yeah, yeah.
followed by Kamamedai, not exactly for like the entire match, but because of its significance. Yeah, the match was hype. Like there were like
Yeah.
great moves. Like Suki had that amazing moment with like securing the first set, second set, right? Just dodging the fucking ball and like having that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that is like an amazing moment. So for that significant and all the things that happened with Hinata and like him like breaking down and all the stuff and like having that all that changes in him, I'm giving that second position. I'm like say, yeah, okay. So third position is obviously one of the opposition matches. I don't know which one. So yeah, fourth is obviously Ushiwaka's match.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
And fifth.
Tateko's match. I did not see Inarizaki.
What about Inarizaki?
Oh shit! Holy shit! I forgot about Inarizaki. What the fuck?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I see. I'm a mortal, so you know, I forget stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Protagonist.
exactly. My point is proved.
Yeah, I got some like underdog stuff going on right there. Okay, okay. Going from the top again. So basically, man, Nekoma Kamomedai, then Aobajosa is one of the Aobajosa matches. Inarizaki, then Ushijima's match. Like I really want to like put Inarizaki up I think I will put Inarizaki on third because I've like not rewatched like uh our just matches like in a long time, and I like watched like Inarizaki's match or like 3 times
Yeah,
till
like
now. So I think I will like put it in third.
yeah. I would put Oikawa's match above.
Yeah, actually, I also want to
Oikawa's
because
match
there
has a
I
lot of
definitely think there
character
were a
and
lot,
like
but
interaction.
the thing is like I have not like watched it in a long time, and this match I have like watched a lot of times to like contemplate on all the stuff. Like
Okay.
I have like I can talk a lot about like in the Inarizaki match, and I basically will remember nothing from like the what you say match other than the basically Oikawa's development, right? Or characterization basically and all that, and like Kageyama's
Yeah, yeah,
characterization and all that stuff. That is the
yeah.
all I remember, and I don't remember the entire match basically. So yeah, that's why I'm like not for now. I'm like putting Inarizaki on third, and like Awajisai on like fourth.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you got scared because I like did not mention Inarizaki.
Okay.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, okay. Are we moving on? The final arc?
Okay. So should yeah, yeah.
No, no, no.
So
Yeah,
let's
basically.
talk about the time
Or do
skip
we need to like
first,
talk about
and then
more about Kamamedai's match?
like uh,
Yeah, yeah.
I think the underlying point is it's the most hype, and that's the
I,
only the hype
I
I've
think
seen
it is
from the
like the
Adult Swim
like
era
that match,
to
like Kamamedai's
eliminate
match and
Zero to
Inarizaki's match
movie.
were like the building blocks for the final arc, especially like the Kamamedai's match, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yep,
yeah.
yep. It's the
So the
major
after
shift
the time
for
skip, right?
Hinata's character.
So basically the time skip happens like the 5 years in the future.
Yeah,
So
and like uh, see,
yeah,
like the thing is, like I watched Kurokono Basket, right? So basically, Kurokono Basket story ends with like
yeah,
Hush mismatch, like at the point where Hush mismatch ends. Like they go to national stuff and like I'm not gonna say if they'll win it or not, but like it ends there, and the final movie is like a little bit I would say 2 months into the future, and like they wrap up the story. So I was expecting that kind of time skip. I didn't expect them to skip over all of their high school
yeah.
and like
So basically,
college stuff and
like
go straight
Haiku is a
into
lot about characters, and like all their philosophies and all that stuff. And I think that's why they went that route, and it was okay. Like I think for any other sports anime, if they did that, it would be
yeah,
like
yeah,
what the fuck? These were like important matches. Why did they skip that? And we were like all okay with Haikyuu because like we just care
yeah,
about the
yeah,
characters.
exactly.
We care about the matches, but the characters were like the main thing. So
Yeah,
yeah, so what happens basically? So
yeah,
they go to nationals again, right?
yeah,
Yeah, they go to nationals again, and
yeah. This is they go to nationals the next
no, 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 no,
year,
no.
and
I
like
think like
they go
for the
to the
first time they
national
like
games.
lost in the first round in the when they are in the second year, like when Kageyama and Hinata are in the second year
Oh,
basically, and for the third one, like they lost in the
yeah,
finals.
yeah, yeah,
Third
yeah,
year
yeah,
they lost in the finals, and that's that after that like we see like
yeah, yeah.
Hinata going off to Brazil, which is like really fucking surprising. Like who would expect like some like
Yeah.
all of a sudden like Hinata is in Brazil, man? What the fuck?
Yeah. And like, should I say that Hinata's like this training arc is the most sensible training arc I've ever seen in all of anime? Because okay, take like
Yeah,
Dragon Ball for example. You have this hyperbolic time chamber concept where like time moves differently, and like one day and it is like a year out, year, and all this nonsense. You're like, okay, I can accept this,
yeah.
but like here it makes sense how he
Yeah,
trains
man.
him to
Yeah,
swallow more.
it is like a
So
great thing,
picking
like how they
planets
did
like
that.
a
Like it
lot
is like
harder,
so
and like
sensible. Like you did not expect that from Hinata before. Like
yeah,
after after like that like how Kamemeda's and match
yeah,
ends, right? Like how he says that like how like what is his name? The coach's
Yeah,
the manager's name. I don't know the manager's name. Anyway, like Kiyomi
uh,
Sensei.
I
Yeah.
think it starts with Kiyomi or something like. Yeah, I don't.
I don't know. Fuck it.
No,
So
no,
basically, like
Kyoko
his
or
speech and how he
Kyoko.
like talks to him, like he says
Yeah,
that like
whatever.
taking care of you is also volleyball, and that like sticks with him and all that stuff. And like I think like that is the moment when he realized that what he has to do, like and like he starts taking care of his health basically. And that is like a great good call to you as well because you were like getting really
Yeah.
fucking fat. I don't know when you were like okay, moving.
I can't believe I'm being fat shamed in year 2021.
You're the one who fat shamed yourself, man. I haven't even seen you. No, you said that you gained like 10 or 15
I
kgs.
mean, like,
So
true,
I
but
was
like,
like,
still, like, yeah. But the thing is, like, the only physical change
yeah,
is
that
like
is
my
even
stomach.
worse
Like, other
actually.
than that, everything is like skinny as fuck.
You
Yeah.
did not expect to get
Anyways,
yourself roasted
let's
like
move
that.
on to
But
hobbies.
already. Anyway, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Moving on. Why am I saying sorry to fucking God? Fuck off.
Okay. Yeah. No problem.
But I call you a God and you say, shut the
Shut the
fuck up. What the
fuck
fuck
up.
is wrong with you?
Okay. So. Okay. So like anyway. Okay. I don't remember any of the
That,
characters in this. It's just the guy who plays with
Santana.
Hinata in that like triple wall.
Santana.
Yeah, Santana. I don't remember like the guy who gets
Yeah.
married.
Yeah. So basically, what happens is like,
Yeah, yeah, whatever.
yeah, like it makes a lot of sense because like yeah, Ninja Shoyo is born there and like
Ninja
he
Show.
really sucks before. So yeah, okay. What had us like jumping up in our seats is like, holy fuck. Are you fucking kidding me, man? Are you fucking
Oikawa's
kidding me?
written.
Are
Like
you fucking kidding me? Like
I was
my
losing
favorite
my mind.
character in the entire series just pops up like that and like
I
what?
and like the best part was like nobody expected it. Like nobody told us like
Actually,
the guy
I did
Murakami was
see
going to
I
come
did
with
see a
Ninja
spoil.
Setsu.
It's
Like
not
all of
exactly
us
a
thought
spoiler.
he's going to.
Like I saw like Alexander's tweet. Like it is of course it is like a plot convenient. No, something like that. Like it was like a troll or something. Like it like meet out of something like that. So I thought like okay, I guess he meets Kakeyama, the beach of Brazil. So I was like expecting that because like Kakeyama was also in Brazil actually for the Olympics at the time. So I was like, okay, it makes sense that he will meet him. It's already
Yeah,
said.
yeah,
Then no, but no, no, this motherfucker just appears
yeah.
out of nowhere, and I'm
But
like
nobody
losing my
expected
mind and
Naruto to
like
like.
losing my shit. And holy fuck, man! Like he just takes a selfie.
And the best part, and like
Yeah, he has a selfie. So
the
like
but
Iwaizumi and like
yeah, and
Kageyama, and
also the
Kageyama shows
selfie.
that selfie to
So
Oshiwaka. Holy. Yeah, yeah.
oh yeah,
I
both
think
of
it was
them are
expected,
teammates, which
like
was completely
because like
unexpected.
Ushiwaka was already in the
Kageyama
Japan
and
team and like Kageyama. Yeah, but yeah, it did shock me.
yeah,
When I think about it, it makes sense. But okay, moving on. Like man, damn. There is such a great moment to see like Ushijima and like Ushiwaya, Oikawa and like Hinata playing together, man. It is just a great fan service moment, and the
yeah.
best thing about this is
Nobody.
that this is like a foreshadowing for like the greatest ending in all of shonen. I'm not even overstaying right now.
Yeah, I
Man,
really
how do
want
you
that.
like okay?
Ah,
I was like, okay, this is like okay. They're like putting an end to like Oikawa's arc. Okay, this makes sense. This is like a really great way to like end it. So then I was like, okay,
yeah,
they had okay. Before we talk about that, we need to talk about like how like finally Hinata just becomes like a
yeah,
great beach volleyball player and like Finally, that Santana gets married. Yeah, fuck all that. Like he just gets back to Japan and we like skip
Yeah,
to the part where he's like already in the Black Jackals. I like that there was like no
yep,
bullshit and they just jumped to that part. I just love
yeah,
that they did that and like because there is like less chapters left as well.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like they just it was like just perfect and like MSBY Black Jackals, right?
yep,
And then we all of a sudden out of nowhere we like just see that like Hinata is with like Bokuto and like Sakusa is like Sakusa and Mia
yeah,
Atsumu. Are you fucking kidding me?
yeah. It's super.
Like that it was already foreshadowed that he said that he was like going to
It's
set to him one
something.
day, and yeah, it is like done. Mia Atsumu. Who else was there?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Aran, no, Aran wasn't there. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Thomas something like
No, like
some
some other
Brazilian
characters. I
player, I
actually
guess.
don't remember.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, it is like a club team of
Yeah,
the V League of
yeah, yeah,
Japan, but they also recruit like players from the
yeah,
other countries as well.
yeah,
So yeah, so basically what happens is like they just get ready. They
yeah,
like going to the stadium, and then I see Atlas. I'm like, okay, where I was. Then I'm like,
yeah.
I just fucking lost my fucking mind, man. I just remember that Adverse is like oh, like Kakeyama's and like what is his name? Ushigawa's team, and I was like, holy fuck.
Fushikawa.
Is this is this perfection? At that time, I was like, is this
Like an
perfection?
all-star.
Like I was like,
It has.
yeah, like I
It
was
has
like, okay,
basically
like
every
how, like
combination
okay,
of
I'm like
players
more
you
than
can
satisfied
imagine.
right now. I don't even care if the match is mediocre, and then like they reveal the players of
Yeah,
Adler's team who is there as well. Like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
yeah.
Holy, like who else is there? Like Hoshiomi, like Hoshimi Oshiwaka, Kageyama, then what is his name? Like so he is Hiragami's like brother.
Another major set
Then
of who?
who else is there?
Yeah, yeah.
No, no, Kuro is like the man, like the
Kuro.
he works for something. Not Kuro is in there. Like none of the Nekoma or any other team is there actually.
Yeah.
I think those four are the only ones.
Yeah.
No,
I
no,
think
I
I
don't.
saw somebody else, but like I don't remember its name now.
Fuck off, man. What the
Anyways,
fuck
it's
are you
basically
saying?
like Avengers versus X-Men.
That is like no. Why Avengers versus
But like,
X Men? You can say
come on,
Avengers
right?
versus
It's like
the like Justice
all
League.
cast.
Like why the fuck would you say Avengers versus X Men? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
X Men suck. Only Wolverine is the
I
only
don't
one
know.
who doesn't suck.
First thing that came up to my mind.
Okay, I don't want any Marvel fans just coming at me right now. I don't really care about Marvel. Even if you come at me, I will just ignore you.
Okay, so yeah,
Bro,
like yeah. Anyway, it's
every
like the
fucking
major
thing comes
characters that
around,
they
man.
cast. It's like every
Every
major
fucking
character,
thing. Like
and like you,
yeah.
the first episode
Are you
setup being
serious right
played
now?
of Kageyama
Like I
versus
was like,
Hinata
okay,
finally
okay,
being
Miyatsumi is there. Okay,
so
that's
great.
great actually. But okay, I would prefer like Oikawa. Yeah, I said I would like prefer Oikawa, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So that I think that is like the best match in the entire series. That I think I don't think I've ever seen anything
Easily,
like more
nothing can
hype than
compare.
that was, and I had like the OST playing in the background, like the best OSTs you can imagine for the best fucking moments, and you're like a fucking idiot for not like using OSTs
Oh
for
my
like
god.
while like reading the manga. Are you like okay? Like I'm just saying just read the fucking like last match with the
See,
OSTs. I will just send you the perfect OSTs for that. Like holy fuck, man! Holy fuck! I
okay,
don't even know
okay.
where to start with this match.
Like, I think the best way to start off is
Bruh,
Hinata
bruh.
outsmarting Kageyama finally for the first time, and like being able
He
to
just
do
goes
that
into a
kind of high
set and
level
then he
play is
spikes
just so
and
unexpected to me.
bruh he fucking spikes with his fucking left hand I'm just losing my mind right now just talking about it, and it is even better because I like just finished it this morning, and I think it was the best fucking decision to like record it like tonight.
Yeah,
Bruh, man, he spikes with his left hand. He just turns that like a spike into a serve, like set. Then he just does the best possible receives I've seen in the entire series,
yeah,
even better than Nishinoya in my opinion. He just goes all out.
yeah. It's just so like hype and like emotionally
Yeah,
so
he
like
just
relieving to
he had,
see to watch
easily
the
Hinata
match.
is like one of the best protagonists, in all of like modern shonen. I would like to say shonen, but I don't know, like I haven't seen Yu Yu Hakusho or anything. Like I've heard like he's like a great protagonist and everything, but yeah. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I I would say it's very close, Hinata and like Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho, because like how much like satisfaction you get from seeing this match, reading this match is just unreal, man. Like so many things which was set up in the very first episode gets
like
paid off
Hinata
finally, and
sets
like it's
to
just
like Miyatsu.
mind blowing.
Then Kageyama has like the best possible moment of like setting,
Yeah,
like crossing the net and like setting back to Hoshiume, and that was like fucking amazing. Like we also have like the moment of like Hinata and like Hoshiume finally facing off, and like him like
yeah,
acknowledging Hinata being like a great fucking player. Like Man, there was so much. The Sakusa has
yep,
like the best, like has like great career characterization. I really wanted like Sakusa to be fleshed out, and I was like disappointed that we did not get a match with Itachiyama and everything. And yeah, we got it finally. We like got the best possible thing for Sakusa, and he's like fucking amazing. Yeah, Sakusa and Hinata were like the best players in the MSBY Black Cycles,
yep.
in my opinion. Like Bokuto is always there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bokuto is like
I wish it
consistent in
was
all,
a bit
everything
more
he
of
does. He's
Bokuto.
just fucking
I really
amazing.
like.
I don't think you can like dislike Bokuto in any way.
Yeah,
Man, like everything he does is just so great.
he's just such a
Like we also
fun,
have
charismatic player,
Akashi
man.
just doing like his analysis as well, always. Like I say Akashi, but I want to say Akashi or something like how Bokuto.
Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like,
Before we
speaking of
like we
other
will like go to the
characters, we
end.
have to
Like
discuss how
we just need to
everybody
like
is like
talk about
after the
Nishinoya and like
yeah.
Asahi and I don't know, not everyone. Yeah, Kenma. Yeah, yeah, Ken.
Yanma, like so like it's so great to see
Bruh,
all
it
of these
is
characters
so
being
perfect.
adults and like doing the shit this man. Like I really hope Kenma would become an esports player, man. It would be so great because all of these
Yeah,
like video
yeah.
game
Actually, I think like
parallels he would
many.
do
Okay,
every time in
before
the
like
match.
okay, like we will talk about that later. So before like talking about that, like of course, like I wanted another one of the Karasunos to
Yeah,
be like in the match, but I think like at the end of the match, like really made it satisfying.
yeah, yeah,
I really did not like mind anymore. Like I thought that Nishinoya was going to be
yep,
in like the other I guess Kageyama's team, because they like said the starting setter. They did not say the starting
yep,
libero, but they did not say like who's the other libero. So
yep,
I was like okay, I guess this is like a leak. And then then they say Nishinoya
yep,
is, and then again they just did not, they skip over it, and then they finally say the Nishinoya, and then they say that he's fucking fishing, like that. Yeah, I think that is like a great.
in like
I
a
think I
different country.
expected that kind of from Nishinoya, because I don't know, he just has this very different kind of a vibe to him, because where it feels like that. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah, even though he's a
like
freak, he
Kageyama
like
and
I
Hinata.
think he likes to do what he
Even though
wants to.
he's
Like he
good
wants to
all and
like
everything,
all
he's
kinds of things, and he
Yeah,
Basically be like a explorer. Yeah, I think explorer is like the best word for. I don't know. It doesn't get explored that well or that much, but I don't know. I really like
yeah.
his character a lot.
I think the proper term
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
adventurer because
Explore.
of his grandpa's
Yeah,
how he explained it.
explore
Like
adventure, same thing.
if you're scared of
But
it,
yeah,
you could do it. And
yeah, it is. It is just. I just liked how Nishant, but I do wish like he was in the how he was in the code because like it would have been amazing because he has like great humor and all that stuff. But yeah, I like that he's doing what he's doing and like not like being pressured by society and
yeah,
all that stuff to like do like this and that.
yeah,
I think it is
yeah,
like also a really great life lesson as well
yeah.
to like not just do what you want and like, hello, you have to do what did
Stick
you
to
say?
what? Yeah, hello. Yeah, like
Yeah, yeah. Not you don't
stick
have to
to
like be
a single
committed to
thing
one
entirely
single thing for your entire
in your
life.
life.
Like you have all these different endeavors to like be happy and all that stuff, and you don't like
Yeah, yeah,
don't have to limit yourself. Basically, not everyone wants to do it. Like I think that's what like the author was trying to give the impression through Nishinoya and most of the characters, but more Nishinoya than the others because Nishinoya was like the prodigy from the compared to the others. I think he's like the only like
yeah.
prodigy player who like did
Yep.
not like go yeah did not stick to volleyball because everyone like Kai like Morisuke
Stick to what?
then other yeah Morisuke also like was playing for Russia, right? Yeah, I went for being the Russia's libero as well. I think he's like
Yeah,
that's the impression that the author was giving with Nishinoya. Like even if you're like a star player and everything, you don't like really have to like be just like into volleyball and you can just do whatever you want. So I really like that he pulled that off. But yeah, do you want to move on to the ending? I think that
oh, yeah. Also, uh, how would you
okay.
rank your top
Yeah, you
your
mean
top
like
three
other than the
characters?
main cast or other than Hinata and Kageyama or
No, no,
overall? Okay, first let me like
no,
make
no.
the
Overall,
groundwork or something. Um, I would okay. Obviously there is Oikawa. I don't even think
okay.
that needs to be said. Yeah, Oikawa, then who else is there? Kenma,
Yep.
Koikawa, Kenma. Okay, okay, I'm leaving like Hinata and Kageyama already. Like I don't think like we need to like talk about them right now. Yeah, I think Hinata is easily like the top or the at least
Okay,
the
fine.
top two or top five. Yeah, I think he's easily top three for
Top five.
anyone watching the series, even Kageyama. Um,
Yeah.
no, I don't know about Kageyama, but Hinata definitely.
Yep.
But okay,
Yep.
okay, what was I saying? Okay, Kenma, then what is his name? Oikawa, then Miyatsumu, then Kita Shinsuke.
Oikawa.
Uh, no, why did I say Miyatsumu? Osamu. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, Bokuto as well.
Bokuto.
Basically, okay, I have this
Osamu.
weird thing that where I like just go with like the character who's like well written, whereas we don't really have to like go for the well written character. It's just kind of my preference because I really love Bokuto. Like he's like a fucking great character, easily top five for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, but
I think
yeah, yeah.
overall
Easily, yeah,
he's
he's
top
like a
five.
great character. Man, he like
Yes.
embodies like a spirit of volleyball. Yeah, like okay, here is how I would rank it. Like
Yeah. I
Oikawa,
see.
Kenma, followed by who else? Yeah, yeah, I'm like skipping over them. So
Hinata Kage.
yeah, Kita
Okay.
Shinsuke is
Okay.
like
Uh, Kita
yeah, I
Shinsuke.
guess Kita Shinsuke. Yeah,
Miya.
like the only reason I'm like not I was like hesitant of considering Kita Shinsuke was like he had only like one match, like one thing. But yeah, I would like definitely put Kita Shinsuke in my third and like
Yeah.
not
Yeah. True.
hesitate exactly
True.
because yeah Kenma Oikawa like Kita Shinsuke then who else is there?
Okay.
Bokuto then Iwa Izumi because of Iwaizumi because of just his
Boruto.
chemistry with like
Yeah.
with Oikawa and the speech he gives to Oikawa. Like that just solidifies your like impression of him, and like that he just sticks
Yeah.
with that throughout the series. I like that. Actually, I would like put Ushijima in my number
Yep.
six because only because of like this match. Kuro. I don't know about
Above
Kuro
Kuro.
actually. Yeah, actually, yeah, Kuro. Yeah, I forgot about Kuro. Okay, I would put Kuro like above Ushijima. Like, okay, number where was I? Five was Iwaizumi, right? Okay, not Iwaizumi. Okay, number five is like Kuro, then like Ushijima, then Iwaizumi.
You said number.
Iwaizumi is like a honorable mention. Okay, I went
Okay.
past
Okay.
five, but all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I
Well,
agree with
okay,
him.
what
Like
is yours?
it's a pretty good and solid list. I would say pretty much the
Yeah.
same. Like I don't think
Oh, holy
any
shit! I
other
forgot about
characters come
Tsukishima.
close to them.
But
Maybe Tsukishima.
I don't really want to like put like Nishinoya for like weird reasons. Because of the reason that I said, like I don't like I just want to like put Nishinoya like out of the norm. Like it is like a weird thing that I'm doing. But yeah, it is
Okay.
my list. It is my choice. I totally forgot about
Yeah.
Tsukishima, but still I don't really want to change it right now.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
Like the thing is
Yeah,
with Tsukishima is right. Even though it's present on
yeah,
the screen, you barely
yeah.
notice him.
I would have like if I
And
remembered
the hype shit.
Like Tsukishima, I would have like I
Sorry.
would like replace him for Kuro. Yeah, easily. Oh,
Wow.
but no,
You're
no.
actually
I'm like
put
replacing him, like
above Tsukishima.
like replacing or like putting above like right above Kuro, basically.
Oh, okay. 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 Okay.
Yeah, right above Kuro. I don't think like he's like better, like worse. Like Kuro is
Okay.
better
Okay.
than Tsukishima,
Okay.
obviously.
Makes sense.
Like Tsukishima did not want to play volleyball, but eventually he did. Like he like understood his like
Yeah.
things for it. Okay, I think we're like extending our time a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so
Okay. Then we'll
basically,
just move on to the
okay, the match
final
ends.
chapter.
We have Hinata just reigning supreme, like ever, like Kageyama, and it is like the best match ever. I don't even think we need to discuss a lot about the match because we don't have time.
Yep.
It is
And like
very
after
uncertain
that, how
actually.
many years of time skip takes place?
I don't like I think like they just okay it is like 20 it was like 20 I think it is 2 years or something because they just go to the Olympics, Japan Olympics. Like
Like,
that thing was surprising. I was like I thought that
yeah,
the Japan
yeah,
Olympics thing was like the last panel. So I was like 401. Okay, 402 is going to be something like okay. I think it is like an epilogue. They're like talking about like the past
yeah,
or something. They're like walking, like all of them not sitting around or something. But yeah,
yeah,
that wasn't it.
yeah. And like, wait. Before we move on to that main stuff,
Yeah.
if you remember, uh, they showed briefly about a girl's match, right?
Wow, seriously?
That girl is Hinata's sister.
When the fuck did that happen?
Yeah. Uh, if you notice, her name has Hinata
Is
in
it
it,
though?
like Shoyo is
Uh,
his name. So Hinata
I
is
think I would have
the
noticed it
family name.
if it was Hinata.
Yeah. No, like I actually noticed it because like after I read the manga on Twitter, like they posted an official
Damn, that is
article
surprising.
where they showed Hinata and
That is
her
surprising.
grown-up sister side by side, and like then I remembered. Yeah, I also didn't
Yeah,
expect it. It
I
was
don't
so
think they
brief, so
needed to
like
do that, but all right.
most of the people didn't notice
Uh,
it.
okay, okay. I think I just want to jump straight into it.
Yeah. Yep.
Bruh. Okay. We
The
just need to
main
talk about the
the
main
main
Japan team
Japan
before we
team
talk
is
about the
too
main
OP,
stuff.
man. Like, What the
Okay,
fuck is that?
we have Kageyama, we have Hinata, we have Aran, we have Miya Sumo, we have who else do we have? Hoshiomi, we have Bokuto, I
Ushijima.
have Ushijima. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Are you
Bokuto.
serious?
Ushijima. Like only
Okay,
them alone
I
are
just
like
lost my
more OP
fucking
and still they
shit
have substitutions.
when
Like
they said
it's so
Argentina. Like,
ridiculous.
first of all, I was like, okay, this is like the world, this is like the Olympics. Okay, great. Okay, they're saying Argentina has a match. Okay, this is good. Okay, where have I heard Argentina before?
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what is going on? Why am I saying Argentina?
And then they
Is
showed
this is this
fucking
is this
Oikawa.
perfection? I was like, I just went to the other page and I was like, oh my bro, I fucking choked, man. I'm just having a moment right now. Like I
It
just
was
feel
so
like crying
hype.
just thinking about it. Like of course I was like hyped when I was reading it after like read it like after like 1 hour I was like settled down and like moved on. Like not moved on, but yeah, I was like settled down. I was thinking about other things. Now I'm like, bro, are you fucking kidding?
Yeah, like he sent me like
But
20
I don't
messages as soon
like
as he finished it. Like,
I don't know how to express my feelings right now. But this is perfection. I don't think it gets any better than this.
I think the most amount of
Oh
hype I
yeah,
have
same,
given it to
same,
that
same, same.
was when Dio
Yeah,
won the
same.
world showed
Yeah,
the
exactly.
skill
It is,
perfection.
I think it is on the same level as that. I wouldn't put it above
Yeah,
that because that is like a fucking great moment. Because I think like even though like Oikawa had like a great thing of ending it, and then we just see him there, and like he's like facing against everything that he's like despised against, and he's like fought against. Like everyone in like Japan's team was like pure talent. Like we have Hoshiomi, not Hoshiomi.
yep,
Hoshiomi is like hard work, I guess. We have Miya Atsumo, we have Kageyama, we have Bokuto, we have Hinata, we have like every fucking one, and he's
yeah, yeah.
going against fucking everyone, man.
And like
Bruh,
the best part
I
is
think
all
that
of
is
them
like
are the people
purely
with
for
who faced like
Oikawa that
multiple
fucking
times in the
panel and
past.
everything. Like I think like he had like the best conclusion to his story, like Oikawa. Like of course we have like Hinata and everyone, but he's like standing alone. I don't think
I
it gets
I
any
would say
better
it's
than
like the
this.
best fan
Like
service
who would have
ever
expected the
received
last,
all
like
of
I don't
them.
think anyone who was like reading Haikyuu weekly was thinking that yeah, this was like the last chapter 401. Okay, I guess the next chapter is going to be epilogue. But then are you fucking kidding me, man?
Yep.
How many times have I said are you fucking kidding?
It was
Holy shit, man. Oh man.
I mean it
Okay.
basically sums up
I
the
don't think they
final
needed to like do that last thing with like a World Cup thing. But yeah, that was amazing. Like world like him and like Hinata and Kageyama facing against each other in the world.
yeah, like all the way to
Cherry,
the
that is
final arc
like the
was like
big
pure
oh
perfection at
fuck.
that
Yeah.
point, and Oikawa showing up is like a cherry on the top. Like it, like
Yeah,
already you are
yeah,
like so
because I was
hyped,
like you were
you were like
saying
so
that
hyped
okay,
towards the end. You're like,
the
okay, this is
ending
the
is
best
like
thing
fucking
I've
amazing.
ever read, and then like what
And I
happens?
was like, okay, this ending is amazing. Yeah, before like the chapter 402. And after
Yep.
that, and after saying that, yeah, I choked. I fucking choked. I don't think I've ever been this
Okay.
hyped like in a fucking long time. And yeah, today is like a great day for me. Great day to like.
Man, like I remember after I watched after I saw like Oikawa show up, I like screamed, and then I was like reading, and the final page, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
how they Hinata and Kageyama like bump each other right with their fists, and like after that I swiped down to the next page. It says there's no chapter left. I was like internal screaming. I was like, why would they end it like this? I wanted more. Like I
We
don't think
have the anime
I've
coming.
ever been
So
like
yeah.
more like craving like for a new
Yeah, yeah,
content
yeah, I
even
understand.
after
But I
30
think it is
years
like the perfect
to
ending.
any story.
I don't think they need to do it. But I would not
No, I
mind if
mean
it
like
comes back
a
comes
natural
back to
continuation. Yeah, yeah.
who would have thought that we are going to geek out for a sports
Yep.
manga for like 1 hour
It
20
would be so
22
good.
minutes. Yeah, I think we should like wrap this up. So yeah, guy, okay, you should like wrap it up.
It's unreal. Yeah. Okay, okay, wait, just a moment. So
You're just
overall,
such a
would you
fucking
say
idiot for
Haikyuu
even
is
asking
the
that
greatest
question.
modern
You're like
shonen of all time?
I think it is obvious. I think I like before I was like like I was thinking like okay, this is like a sports anime. Like why should a sports anime be like a greatest shonen thing? I fuck that opinion, man. That opinion sucks. Haikyuu is the greatest modern shonen of all time. I would argue like it is like the top five shonen of all time. Like not yeah. But I don't even know where have I think I have Haikyuu in my number
I
three.
would
Yeah, I
argue
have Haikyuu
top
in my
three
number three
actually.
actually. One Piece it goes yeah it goes One Piece, Hunter, and Haikyuu.
Yeah, it's top three word. Like, man, Haikyuu is so good. Like, after watching
Yeah.
this, if you still haven't read or watched Haikyuu, you should.
My
It's like
sister keeps on saying
immediately.
like all these days where I was like
What is
obsessed with
wrong with
Haikyuu.
you?
Like when I like nowadays like now when I get into something I'm like just getting into it. Like I have like Haikyuu in all over my stories and all over my like DPs and everything, like profile pictures and stuff. And my sister is like, how can you be like so geeked out for like a sports manga? And I just tell her, just watch it. Like I don't know how she will feel about it, but I think most girls really like Haikyuu. Uh, yeah, but we don't like it just because of
Yeah,
that. We don't like it because of this, just because of
mainly
that.
because it has pretty boys
But
in it.
okay, I think we should wrap this up. It's been too long.
Yeah, yeah, yep, yeah. So, thank you guys for watching, and like, this podcast will be available in all the Spotify, Apple Podcast,
Yeah,
all
okay.
the such places.
Haikyuu is the greatest modern shonen. It
Do you
is
have
the top three
anything
shonen.
words
We
to
already
say?
said that. What am I saying? But yeah, Haikyuu is perfection, and yeah, nothing compares to it in everything I have seen till now. I would argue that it is like okay. I would argue it is like the greatest ending in all of fiction for me,
Yeah.
specifically.
So take care, guys. Thank you.
It is like a weird opinion, but I don't think many people will be like confused
I would agree.
with that tweak. But yeah,
Nothing comes
yeah.
like,
Oh, did
even
not
though
expect you would say
the
that,
shonen
but
people
okay.
regard as the greatest shonen of all time, it's pale in comparison to Haikyuu. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, we
So
should wrap this up. Okay, Tata, good night.
yeah,
Yo, bye.
it's
You
really good,
leave the
man. Like,
recording.
what can I say?